Welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading. Okay, so you've got the anima over here. So you're embracing your freedom. You're following your instincts. You're doing things that come naturally to you. You're not giving it too much of thought. You're basically going with the flow of things there. You've got the hair card over here, so a lot of growth coming in for you over here. Maybe focusing a lot on your personal appearance as well. You can see this person's got really long hair, and this is how you're developing strength as well, because Samson had to grow his hair to get his strength back. So you are really basically going with the flow and undergoing a lot of growth as well. Now you've got the Great Mother over here, so there might be something that you're looking after, something that you're nurturing, and something that you're developing. It could be this relationship that you're in. This woman's carrying a lot of roses in her hands, so you're spending, you're putting some effort into this relationship, and you are nurturing it as well. Now, in the past, you've got the Zero card, which is like the Fool card. So you've started something brand new. And whatever you've started, you've got the horse over there. So this is about a lot of personal freedom. This is basically, the horse is almost akin to the Sagittarius energy. So a lot of freedom, maybe a lot of movement within that relationship. But you did start something brand new there, and moving, nicely to the future. You've got this horse has got this a tail full of rainbows. So you've got some new ideas, and it's brought you a lot of happiness, a lot of freedom. This new beginning. And it seems like you're just going with the flow and seeing how things pan out, really. Now, going into the future, you've got the Jewel over here. So this is about maybe something coming in on the financial front. This could even be, you amassing, a lot of wealth. So that could be coming in for you. So maybe something good coming in for you there. It could be in the form of a gift, because you've got the jewel over there, but this could be in the form of some kind of wealth coming in for you. And you've got the persona over here, so this is about you focusing again back on yourself, getting rid of all the masks that you're wearing and revealing your true self. So maybe you're entering into some relationship where you can be yourself, and it's a relationship that gives you a lot more freedom, and it's causing a lot more growth as well with that hair card. So those are the energies for that particular week, or 2 weeks rather. So I'm going to draw some cards from the Golden Dawn Tarot. So at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Wands over here. Now this is energy, fire energy over here, and you can see this person's, riding away from a lot of drama, a lot of fire. So you have been dealing with issues where there's been a lot of problems, a lot of crisis almost going on. It seems like there's been a lot of destruction. So whatever's been going on has been very, very, traumatic. There's been a lot of problems that you have been facing, and now you're trying to move away from it with this Knight of Wands. So you're taking control back of that situation, and you are moving away from whatever, it looks like everything went up in flames, if you like. So it looks like there was a complete disaster as far as that relationship went, and you are now taking control and moving away, and taking charge. The Knight in this particular deck is akin to the King of Wands, and you're leaving behind all of that. There may have been a lot of power struggle that went on, but you are leaving it behind and moving on. And then you've got the Princess of Wands over here, and you've got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles showing that you're very, very disappointed in whatever happened. You made a lot of investment within this particular relationship, and it seems like everything, nothing worked out, because you've got this fruit from the tree. What you thought would pay off, would be a good emotional investment. It seems like everything has rotted in the rain. So this relationship caused a lot of pain, a lot of tears. You cried a lot, and it looks like it just, it ended up being a really nasty relationship. It caused a lot of drama. And then you've got that Princess of Wands over here. So you can see she's even walking through the fire. And maybe you feel as though whatever you came through in this relationship was so awful and so nasty. It was almost like you were walking through the fires of hell. So whatever it caused so much of problems, and it's got you crying quite a bit over there, and it's just fallen to pieces as well. But you are taking control and taking charge over there with that Knight of Wands, and you are moving away from this particular situation. Below that card, you've got that Ace of Pentacles over there, so you are making a brand new start. Maybe you're making a brand new start with somebody else as well, because you've got that Ace of Pentacles. It could be a relationship that you're starting off with somebody at work as well. So it looks like, you are making a brand new start and getting over this particular situation. Now, in the past, you've ended that situation. You've got that Ten of Cups over there. So they're ending off a really difficult emotional cycle. There might have been, children involved in this particular situation. And it looks like you've become maybe a single parent. And you're trying to sort out this particular situation. You are getting a lot of happiness from, dealing with whoever you're nurturing or wherever you're looking from, but you've ended a very, very difficult emotional cycle. And you can see that there's so much of fire, so much of chaos that went on. You're very defensive. You're protecting what you have worked for. It's very precarious because this woman's at the edge of this, cliff over here, not cliff, but rather at the top of the mountain. So still trying to find your balance back again, but very defensive, standing up for yourself. And there's still a lot of drama. You've got a lot of clouds over there, that's blocking the sun a little bit. So there's not a lot of clarity, but you are standing up for yourself now. You're getting your strength back, and you're standing up for yourself. So what's happening with you? You got that Five of Swords. So whoever this person that you were dealing with was very oppressive. You can see this man standing over there with his foot on this person's head. So they were very, very nasty. They put you down quite a bit. There was a lot of abuse that went on over here. They also lied a lot because you got them wearing a mask over here. And you can see there's a lot of swords over there. Now you could be dealing with a lot of conflict. There could have been abuse in itself. And you could also be dealing with legal situations that haven't quite resolved themselves yet with this particular card. Maybe you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, and maybe things haven't been you haven't managed to sort it out from a legal standpoint if this is what you're dealing with. But altogether, this person that you were dealing with caused a lot of problems, a lot of drama, and they were really, really nasty. It's a lot of pain, a lot of hurt there. Now, the Four of Wands, you're taking back your power. And you're going to, maybe, with the Four of Wands is establishing your security, establishing your stability all over again. You might be moving home, setting up shop somewhere else. You're getting support from people around you, and you're standing up for yourself. You can see she's standing alone over there, and she's standing with power. So it looks like your power is coming back into your hands again, and you're standing up for yourself, and you might be moving on and going and establishing yourself somewhere else with that Four of Wands. So you might even be buying a new home with that Four of Wands. You've got the Knight of Cups. It looks like some kind of offer coming in for you there. It could be a very stable offer, but also it could be that you might be seeking some kind of advice. In this particular deck, the Knights are similar to the Kings of Cups. And the King of Cups usually is about, being offered that stable support, but it could also be being offered some kind of counseling or support from somebody professional. And maybe that is what you're seeking at this particular moment. So what's going on around you? The Wheel of Fortune is coming in. So you are dealing with a very tricky character over here. You've got this monkey over there. So somebody who lies, cheats. It's a bit of a trickster that you have been dealing with. But things are about to change. That cycle has now come to an end, and things are starting to move on. So in your hopes and fears, you've got that Seven of Wands. So you have been feeling very tied up. You can see all that this man is trying to put up a good defense. Well, his hands and his feet are all tied up. So whatever problem you're dealing with, you're in a very defensive position, but you do feel as though you can't really make a move right now, and you're very, very upset about that. You do feel very restricted and tied up, and there's a lot of problems that are coming in. So even though you're trying to deal with it, it seems like, it's very, very difficult. You're still going through a lot of drama at the moment, and you're not getting much support as well. So this is probably the reason why you do need to go and get that support with the Knight of Cups. You need to get somebody on your side, really, in order for you to get that courage or get that strength to move on. You got the Princess of Cups and you've got the Devil and the Three of Swords in the final outcome. So the Princess of Cups is about, receiving that help that you are going to need. Maybe digging deep within yourself, but this could also be some kind of offer that comes in for you. Maybe a social invitation. This could even be an apology that comes in for you over there. There's definitely some kind of emotional support coming in, and it is going to give you a new idea on how to actually move forward. You've got that dolphin jumping out of the water, so somebody is coming in there to give you that kind of support. You've got the Devil there, so this person whom you've been dealing with is still very controlling, maybe controlling from a distance, really. They could be even the one that's sending this message to you. So, be very cautious about receiving messages from this person that you have broken up with, because, whatever message, maybe they're the one that's sending this message with this Princess of Cups, is still going to cause even more problems or cause you to be very, very upset. So maybe, it's time for you to actually sever ties with this person completely rather than still keeping yourself open to receiving, messages from them, because they've got that devil energy coming in. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn person, but there's a lot of that devil control energy coming in. And whatever they send you, whatever messages they send you, causes a lot of pain and upset, and makes you feel as though you're helpless or hopeless as well. So it might be worth your while to actually just sever ties with this person, not accept any kind of information or messages from them. Keep your distance from them in order for you to not be upset. So you need to turn your back on them and move away. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Guardian Angel Tarot. And this is for advice, and it says, the Nine of Thoughts says, stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts towards the positive. There's no need to worry. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. Know that heaven will provide a solution. If you are experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angel. So whatever is going on over here hasn't quite resolved itself, and you are not sleeping well at night, and you are worrying a lot. You're under a very, very high anxiety state. You need to actually release this. You need to pray, meditate, look for a solution. And if you need to get that advice and help and support, you do need to go for it. You've got the Ace of Thought over here. So this cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It is important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others that you are involved with. And don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections. Now, the Ace of Thoughts is the Ace of Swords. And, in order for you to get over this anxiety issue that you're going through and whatever you're dealing with, you need to cut this person or this situation out of your life. This is the Ace of Swords. And this means that you need to make a clean break from the situation. Because it seems like this particular person is going to continue worrying you or continue sending you messages that is going to just not allow you to heal or not allow you to get over the situation. They're controlling you from a distance, or you're being controlled by a distance. It's a rather toxic situation, and you need to actually sever ties with this person. You've got the Healer of Thought, so it's time to clean up your life and get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. You or another person involved in the situation is wise and insightful and caring and has a wonderful sense of humor and offers a lot of life experience. So there might be some advice coming in from you, the Healer of Thought, but also it says that you do need to cut ties with this person who is dragging you down, who is robbing you of your energies. So in order for you to move forward, you do need to get rid of that energy that is draining you. This particular person seems to be quite, there might be a very codependent relationship between you and this person. They're quite oppressive, and they might publicly even humiliate you, put you down, criticize you in public, and they're trying to control you from a distance, and whatever messages they might be sending to you might, cause you to be very, very upset, So whatever they're doing, they're trying to still control you. And it's important for you, and they cause a lot of drama and a lot of hurt. You need to actually leave that all behind and make a brand new start with that Ace of Pentacles. So whatever is going on around you, you need to really take a stand cut ties, make a complete clean break from them, and move on, because this is a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. If you don't do that, the Wheel of Fortune will come in and do it for you. Whoever you're dealing with is very deceptive, and they're a bit of a trickster. So don't allow them to keep contacting you. You need to make a clean break from them in order for you to move forward and get your peace of mind. If you have to physically move with that Four of Wands, find a new place or move on, then you will have to do that in order for you to get some kind of control or back in the situation. So I hope this reading has resonated with you, and good luck. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments. And thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.